Brilliant. There we go. All right. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day. I
thought Valentine's Day was tomorrow, but happy early Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Great to get together today. Just a quick safety chat before we begin, like usual. So just make sure you have a clear space to exercise in, nothing to step on or trip over. Always recommended to have a sturdy chair, especially one without wheels. You can be in bare feet or sturdy shoes, but again, consider footwear a situation where you're not going to kind of slip or trip up. And then if you do have an oximeter that goes on your finger, the little pulse reader, that's a helpful tool to have close by as well. And today we are going to use a weight, and you can use whatever you've got at your disposal. You can use a dumbbell, soup cans, a water bottle, good ideas, and then some sort of a stretchy band, which I've got mine actually here. Okay, and if you don't have a stretchy band at home, that's okay. We will make do with what you do have. All right. Let's get into our breathing pattern to start. Remind ourselves, okay, we're at rest. Let's breathe through our diaphragm. And as we start, so we're going to breathe through our diaphragm, fill up the belly. And then breathing out through pursed lips. So breathe in, fill up the belly. And breathe out through pursed lips. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out through pursed lips. Last one, breathe in. And out through pursed lips. Now try to maintain that pattern as best you can. We're just going to take our hands, we're just going to swing our arms forwards and back. So think about trying to keep your arms straight, not just bending through the elbow, but actually swing. Think thumbs stay forward. And can we maintain that breathing pattern? So breathing in, trying to fill up the belly because we're still not working super hard. We're just starting to activate our body. And then when we exhale, we are exhaling through that pursed lip mouth shape, which helps us get more air out of our lungs and helps us feel less short of breath. Okay, so as we're swinging our arms here, we can lift and lower our heels. So lift and lower, lift and lower. Good. Brilliant. Maintain that breathing pattern. Good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands like there's a countertop in front of us, and we're going to wipe down that countertop with both hands. Good. And while we wipe that countertop, we're going to step 1 foot forward at a time. So step and back, step and back. And you can go at your own pace, right? You are in control of the intensity here. There we go. Breathing out through pursed lips as we go. Brilliant. All right, now with our hands, we're going to make a bit of a circle. So think about wiping down a window. So circle one way and then the other way. Circle one way, circle the other way. Counterclockwise, clockwise.
That's hard to do when you're supposed to put your foot out at the same time.
I know. Whose foot wants to circle with their
Mine.
hands as they step out? So that's where that coordination piece comes in. Breathe. Good. Maintain that pursed lip exhale, everybody. Excellent. 3, 2, and 1. And finish waving at me. And now what we're going to do is one arm is going to sweep up overhead. And if that overhead movement is too much for you, got a sore shoulder or neck, you can just go part way. So just do what you can. And if opening up is sore on any shoulders, keep the hand more in front of you. Okay. So we're just going to sweep one arm up at a time. And I want to bring everybody's attention to their core. So we've talked in the past about your rib cage staying stacked above your hips. So can we keep that stacked position, tighten through the core as we lift and lower? Good. So we're going to add in our foot moving to the side. It's going to be opposite to our reaching hand. And again, this is still just activation. This is still warm up. So make sure you're going at a good pace for yourself, where we're getting the body warm. It's not too intense. And again, you're focused on control of the movement and tightness through your core. Okay. And of course, your breathing patterns. So as we start to move more and more, it'll be even more important, but more challenging to continue exhaling through pursed lips. But we still need to do it. Excellent. 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. You might want to shake your hands out. Maybe you want to roll your shoulders back a couple times just to get out some of the snap, crackle, pops. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to lift one knee. We're going to start with our hand up and touch it down across. And then we're going to switch. And then once you get used to it, you can kind of round out the movements rather than it being so sharp. Good. So just lift a knee, touch across, lift a knee, touch across. Think about kind of slightly tightening through that core, but still being able to maintain a breathing pattern. Good work, everybody. Now, I sure hope a lot of you were getting as much sunshine as I did today, because that sure was a nice change.
Nice to see the sun.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Especially in the
Yep, our cloudy valley. Great work, everybody. Even if it's too cold for you to go outside, it's still good just to take some time, couple minutes, look out the window and bask in some sunlight. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to change it, gang, to we're going to extend a leg out in front of us, tap. And this time we're kind of leaning forward to tap our knee and back down. So raise the knee, tap, back down. Raise the knee, tap, back down. Good. Brilliant. So tap as you lean forward. Brilliant. Make sure as if you're leaning forward slightly, make sure to move through your hips rather than through the back. So think about just tilting forward slightly to kick and tap. There we go. And as you reach across, try with your other hand to gently press it back. So engage those muscles there rather than just letting it hang. Press it back and you should feel a little bit of a difference. And it should feel a little bit easier to do the movement. Three, two, one, and rest. Okay. So we should definitely be feeling more warm, a little more activated. Okay. So now we're going to start increasing the intensity. So as we get into a couple cardio intervals, I want to remind you that the intention now is we do want to get your heart rate up. I do want you breathing harder, which can be uncomfortable. Okay. So that little bit of shortness of breath is okay. Just make sure you can still take a full breath. You're not gasping and you don't feel shaky or dizzy. Okay. But other than that, a bit of shortness of breath is what we're aiming for here. We're going to work for a minute, rest for 30 seconds. Ready?
Ready.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Let's start with taking our feet. And we're going to step them out. So we're creating a V pattern and then back in together. So different than our side out. This time we're creating that V shape. So step, step, in, step, step, in, step, step, in. If you go too far away from you and you feel it in your back, just don't step out as far. And the timer has started. Good. Remember our factors that influence intensity. The more limbs that are moving at a time is going to increase the intensity. The faster you go, the more intense it's going to be. And then, of course, the range of motion is going to increase the intensity. This is the kind of movement where you want to focus more on the limbs moving and the speed, just with how far away we're getting from our starting position. Maintain that breathing pattern. We still have about 15 seconds. This is where you purposefully have to push yourselves. Again, you want to be a little bit short of breath. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Are some of you familiar with the dyspnea scale? Your rating of shortness of breath?
No.
Maybe when you've done a breathing test, you've been asked, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 out of 10 being you can't breathe, and 1 out of 10 being you're just at rest, not doing anything. So your goal here is to get to a 5 out of 10 on that feeling of breathlessness. Okay. All right. So we're going to go again. And this time, what we're doing is one arm is reaching up and one foot is stepping out. We bring everything back in. So it's reach up, step out, reach up, step out. Timer starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Move with purpose. Again, challenge your heart rate and breathing here. Great work, everybody. You are almost there. Good to be about 10 seconds. Did I go mute for a couple seconds there?
Yeah.
You could not hear me? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Rest. And of course, you can give me a little wave if you can hear me now. I think my headphones are due to be replaced. They keep disconnecting. So remember that recovery position, gang? You can get your kind of leaning forward on your thighs from your hands or from your forearms. That just takes some of the gravity off of your diaphragm, as long as you keep your chest up. Then this can be a very much a better position for you to catch your breath. Well done. Okay, we're going to get into another interval, everybody. And this time we're just going to march and push our hands out and bring them back in. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So push your hands and march your feet. Good. Remember, you do not have to copy the exact movement that I'm doing, because if you need less limbs moving at a time, then you gotta moderate the intensity for yourself. Good. And think about pushing someone over. Push, push, push. There we go. Brilliant. Got about 20 seconds left. You're doing fantastic. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. There we go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Some of you may need a little bit of movement to better help you recover. Some of you just need the recovery position. So please pick something that works best for you. Brilliant. Okay, our rest time is coming to an end here. And our next movement we're going to do is we're going to take our hands. We're going to hold one knee up. And we're going to move our hands from shoulder to hip. If you would like to add a weight, you can. Just keep the weight close to your body and nothing else moves. You can use either the weight or your hands. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We call this some paddling. If you need to have your leg down and just focus on your hands moving, you can. So keep that core tight and we're just paddling with the weight or without. Knee raised or a foot on the ground. Good. Halfway through, I'm going to ask you to switch sides. You've got 10 seconds until the switch. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. Keep that core tight. 3, 2, 1. We are switching sides. There we go. Either without the weight or with the weight. Do what is best for you. Think about keeping your body still as you paddle. 10 seconds, everybody. Keep up your breathing pattern. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Whoo! Excellent work, everybody. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. Does my fun correlate to your not fun? Yes. There we go. So feel free to get into your recovery position. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. And I think we have it in us to do one more interval. What do you say? There we go. There we go. That's awesome. Okay, so let's get to it. What we're going to do is you're going to tap your foot or step your foot twice. 1, 2, then switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. Okay, so it's going to look like this. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Get really bouncy. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. And the goal is to get your feet stepping quickly. There we go. We are halfway there. All right, team. We've got just over 10 seconds left. You can do it. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Brilliant. Brilliant work, everybody. So fun, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to have a bit longer of a recovery here. And while we have a little bit longer of a recovery so that we can then move on to some strength, I wanted to share with you something really neat that I read today, actually. And it was a story about a group of exercisers, various fitness levels and ages and all that. And this person was sharing that there was one person in the group that every time the instructor had a challenge for them, and the response is kind of, oh no, okay, this one person would go, woo, in response to every challenge. And by the end of the exercise class, the whole group was going, woo, because it just got the energy up. And that's really, the challenge got harder and harder, but their perceived ability to face the challenge and facing the challenge with eagerness changed. The challenge itself didn't change, but the attitude toward it did. And it made it easier to overcome and gave this sense of, yep, we can do this.
That's what you would like us to do?
If you would like to cheer, you can. But what I took out of the story was just your mindset coming in. That's the thing you are most in control of, yourself. And that can really impact what you get out of it and how you feel about it. Right. So I encourage you. It takes practice. I've had to do it myself. I wake up sometimes and I have to do something. I go, oh, I don't want to. But then you have to go, okay, I can do this. So even if you want to just do it in your head, if you want to do it out loud, I encourage you just to go, woo! Okay? So our next exercise is a sit to stand.
Wow.
Woo!
So let's do them together. So what I'm going to ask you to do today is have your feet wider apart than you normally would. And this might throw off your balance a little bit. So with feet wide apart, we're going to push through those feet to stand up. If you want to hold a weight, you're more than welcome to. If you're going to stay seated, then you stay seated and just push your feet into the ground, tighten up those muscles, and then back off. Okay? Let's do it together. Let's do 10. Ready? Push through your feet. And if you're standing up, go ahead. Come down with control. If you're staying seated, you should still be pushing into the ground and then relax. That's 1. Then we're standing up. 2, 3, and down. 2, 3. That's 2. And up. Push through your feet. 2, 3, down. 2, 3. And push through your feet. Up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, that's 4. Up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, up. 2, 3. Good work, team. Down. 2, 3. Remember, it's helpful to breathe out as we go up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, 2 more. Up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, and up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, and rest.
Woo!
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Well done. This is where you can take your hand, put it across your body, and pat yourself on the back.
Uh,
Oh,
Good.
yeah,
You already accomplished something challenging today, if you hadn't already. And that is something to celebrate for yourself. Well done. Okay, so now I'd like you to grab your weight. Okay. And what we're going to do here is the weight is by our side. So it's just hanging down. Think kind of palm is facing your thigh. So the weight is pointed forward. And we're just going to curl it up as we lift up our knee. And then we're going to just slightly push your foot out as you lift up. So again, look at the positioning here. I've not fully straightened the leg. That can put some strain on the back when especially we're just learning this new movement. And then it's down to bring the foot back in and down to lower the knee. Brilliant. Let's do it again. Curl and lift the knee. Press the weight up and gently just kick out the foot. Bring the foot in, lower the weight to your shoulder. Bring the weight down, lower the leg down. Good. Curl up and up. Press and push. Back in and down. Up. Press. In. Down. Curl. 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 Press. In. Down. Last one. Curl. In and down. Rest. Well done, everybody. We're going to switch sides here. So again, the weight is down by your side. Ready? We're gonna curl up, press, in, down, curl, press, in, down, up, press, in, down, curl, press, in, down, curl, press, in, down, curl, press, in, down, curl, press, in, down,
Excuse me.
curl, press, in, down, curl, press, in, down, curl, press, in, down, good work, curl, press, in, down, one more, curl, press, in, down, and rest. Excellent. Well done. Very well done, everybody. We're gonna keep the weight out, present, because we're gonna use it for our next exercise as well. So now we're gonna get our feet wide apart again. And this time we're gonna do our hinge pattern, which is bending forward from the hips. So again, you should feel kind of tightness on those adductors or inner thighs, tightness through your glutes and hamstrings, because we don't want to be rounding through the back. We want to be pressing through the hip. And then we're going to push through our feet to come up. And then we're going to raise the weight and back down. So again, press. And I didn't lift the weight very high. So as we push through our feet, squeeze your glutes, come back up. We just lift kind of chest level and back down. So we don't need to come way up here. Just a little bit up, down, hinge. So control. Control is the name of the game here. There we go. Good. Just that little bit of a lift, everybody. So hinge forward, push through your feet to come up, and even just to belly button or to chest level down. I want that core. I want you feeling your core needing to work to help you lift that weight. If we just use momentum, then that core doesn't get a chance to help us. Go forwards, and then breathe out. Push through your feet. Come back up. Up and down, and then hinge forward. Good, up and down, hinge forward. Brilliant. Good, hinge forward and then push through your feet. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more like that. Hinge forward, feel that tightness through the back of your legs. That tells you that your back is not doing as much work. And 1 more. Hinge. And then push through your feet, come up. Breathe out to lift. And back down. Excellent. Okay, now you can put your weight to the side. Okay, you can bring your feet back in, shake it out as needed. Excellent. Now, if you do have a stretchy band, I'm going to ask you to grab that stretchy band now. We're going to do our dish towel exercise. So that's just putting the band over your shoulder. Does anyone else put the dish towel over their shoulder when they're drying dishes?
Yep.
Perfect. So it just goes over your shoulder. Your other hand is going to cross just to hold it there in place. Please double check that the band is not wrapped around the back of your neck. It's just over one shoulder. And this hand holds it here, while this hand is going to pull that band down. Good. So we are going to pull that band down and then come back up. Good. Now, if you don't have a stretchy band, you can do this with a dish towel and just have the dish towel. Now, your arm is not going to extend because the dish towel is not stretchy, but even just pull and hold 2, 3 will still work those tricep muscles, the same muscles you're working if we extend. Okay, so feel free to get creative. If you have nothing at all and just want to go through the movement and pretend you're really pulling something heavy down, that will still get the muscle going. Brilliant. Good work, everybody. Excellent. So pull, hold, and then back up. Remember, it's helpful to breathe out as you pull that weight or the band down. And we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's switch sides. So again, band goes over the other shoulder. And now we pull down. Pull and back up with control. Brilliant work, everybody. Breathe out and pull, and then let the band come back up. Breathe out and pull, and back up. Excellent work. Pull the band down. Make sure the shoulder doesn't move, right? On the shoulder to stay still and just the elbow straighten. Excellent. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Bring the band to the side. Shake out those arms. Oh boy. Okay, dream team. We've got 1 more set. We're going to repeat those 4 strength exercises that we did. Now, the question is, do we remember them all?
No.
Nope.
No. Do you remember the first strength exercise we did? It was sit to stands.
Oh.
That's why we didn't remember.
That's right. Nope, remember? Woo!
Oh, right.
Okay, we're going to get our feet apart.
Squeeze the
And
glutes.
then, that's right, squeeze the glutes. Crush that walnut between your bum cheeks. It helps the visual. Okay, push through your feet, and either you just push through your feet, hold that tension as everyone else stands up, and you keep holding that tension if you're seated, and then you relax it. And then again, we push through our feet, and if you stand up, 2, 3, brilliant. And then we're back down, 2, 3. Good control. Up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. 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 2 more. Up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. And if we can, last one. Down, 2, 3. Excellent. Shake out the legs. Brilliant work, everybody. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so the second exercise we did is we had our weight. We had the weight down by our side, and then we curled the weight up as we lifted our opposite knee. And then we pressed our foot out and pressed the weight up overhead. We brought it back in, and then we lowered it back down. Up, press, in, 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 down. And switch sides. Perfect. Okay, and now again. Up, press, in, down. 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 2 more. Up, press, in, down. Remember your breathing pattern. Last one, up, press, in, down, and rest. Remember, we're still breathing out through pursed lips, everybody. Do your best to get back into your breathing pattern. Now that third exercise is we had our feet wide apart again. This time the weight was down and we hinge forward through our hips. And then from this position, right, chest is up, we push through our feet and squeeze our glutes. Come back up and then we just lift slightly and down. Hinge forward and up and up. Good. Hinge and push through your feet. Come up and up, back down. Hinge and push through your feet. Up and down. Hinge through your feet. Push up and down. Hinge and then push up, down, hinge, push up, down, hinge, push up, down, hinge, push up, down, hinge, push up, down. Two more. Good. And last one, hinge. Push through your feet to come up. Slightly lift, down, and rest. Good. Put the weight to the side. We have one exercise left, but don't be shy just to get into your recovery position as needed. Okay. And once you feel ready, you can join in on the final exercise, which is our our dish rag exercise. We put the band over our shoulder. Opposite hand crosses over to hold it there. And same side hand is going to pull the band straight down. Ready? And pull. And up. Good. Pull down. Slowly bring it up. Pull down. Slowly bring it up. Good. Good work, everybody. Pull it down, bring it up. Pull it down, bring that arm back up. So remember that breathing pattern. Whether you want to time the breathing pattern to the movement, great. If you just want to maintain some steady breathing as you pull, that's also great. I just don't want anyone holding their breath. You need a steady pattern going. Good. We're going to do 3 more on this arm. 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Brilliant. Okay, ready? And pull. And slowly back up. Pull. Slowly back up. Pull. Slowly up. Pull. Slowly up. Good. Good. So breathe out as you pull down. Great work, everybody. And last couple here. We've got 3. We've got 2. And last one. Good. Rest there, everybody. You have survived to stretch time.
Yay!
You
Awesome.
started something.
I started something great and I'm not sorry at all for it. All right, let's lift up one elbow and we'll start to get into our stretch. Remember, stretch time is the perfect opportunity to ask any questions that you might have. Tell your favorite joke, get connected with each other, okay? And of course, to recover your breathing. And switch sides. Any questions from today, gang?
Oh, it's a good day.
I think so.
Yeah.
I've got a question of you about the pulse meter.
Hmm?
When you first put pulse meter on, the reading on mine at least is quite radically different from after about a minute where it seems to settle down. Is that normal?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
It
sorry, your
doesn't like
pulse.
the motion.
Yeah. And relax there. Let's stretch out your leg in front of you. Reach towards your toes. Yeah, sorry, Barry. You said your heart rate?
Well, no, it's the oxygen level.
Goes down?
Well,
Goes down and then comes up.
often when I turn it on, it might read 88, but after half a minute, then it's back up to 92.
Yeah,
that's
so
normal. That's normal.
that's super normal. And 2 things can be happening there. One thing that could be happening, especially for people that tend to get colder hands and feet, it can be a bit of a circulation,
Oh, okay.
right? That's where if you're ever taking it at rest, and it looks low, try just rubbing your hands together and then trying again, or doing like a couple open and close, just get the blood going.
Okay.
Another thing that can be happening is it's just not picking up on it on the first read.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's just a device error. And once in a while, what's happening is with intense exercise, if you're working intensely, you get a slight decrease because your body can't keep up. But then that's okay if the moment within a minute, if it kind of jumps back up, that's a good sign. Switch legs.
Oh, okay.
It would be an issue if it stayed that way.
Yeah.
That would then be, depending on how low it goes, that could be a sign that you're exercising too intensely. But it'd have to be consistent and kind of longer lasting, not just that snapshot moment.
Great. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, great question.
I find if you use your Trudeau finger, it works better too.
Now remember, this is a recorded class. We don't discuss controversial things. No politic talk. But any question you have about exercise, I'm more than happy to do my best to answer. And we're gonna come up and pull our foot up onto your thigh. If the thigh is too high, just pop up on the shin. Okay, so do what feels best for you. Any other questions, gang?
Is there any reason why it does work better on that second finger instead of on the first finger?
I'm not completely sure. One suspicion I would have is that your pointer finger is more likely to be more calloused.
Okay,
So not as so thicker, that thicker skin, a little less sensitive. So because how it reads it is, you know how it glows green?
Yeah.
That kind of green light enters in and it's reading the saturation of oxygen and red blood cells. So it might struggle to pierce through, kind of more calloused. Another thing you could try is the pointer finger on your non-writing hand.
oh, I never tried that, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Switch legs.
Second
Pardon?
fingers from the heart. Second fingers furthest from the heart. Gives you
That is true for most people. Not quite everybody though.
Uh-huh.
not.
Oh, dear.
Joe, one comment about road dust.
Mm,
You're fortunate in Kelowna, you don't get it bad, but in Vernon, we get it very, very bad. And it's something for people to watch out for before exercising as to whether their area is being affected by dust.
mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. If it, depending on if it snows again or not, we're definitely entering into a dusty part of the year. You said road dust, and I just immediately thought of this morning. I slowed down to let a bus merge in front of me from a bus stop, and this whole wave of dust came up, and I went, "Oh." Put
Yeah,
that leg
Out our
down.
way, Barry. It's beautiful out here. We've got mud all over the place.
Well,
Yeah, there we go.
Vernon is particularly bad for it.
Oh, yeah.
They tend to use more sand than salt on the roads in Vernon.
And
Stepped up the stop sign.
switch legs. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I lost volume.
You're still good.
Let's see if it connects back.
Sound good.
We can hear you now, Joe.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
there we go. Could you hear me before?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I lost sound on my end, so brilliant. So if anyone asked a question, I apologize. I did not actually hear it.
We were
Did I
just
miss-
talking about dust.
Yeah. Dust, pesky dust. Be careful. That is an environmental trigger, allergen for your lung and its inflammation.
And always turn the outside air coming into your vehicle. Cut it off. Just use inside air.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Regularly getting your car filter cleaned. That's one people often forget about. I know some of you have an additional filter in your homes that has been quite helpful. Always something to look into. We are finished for today, gang. So I'm gonna ask just if you'd like to join me in taking a deep breath, however you feel comfortable doing that. So we're going to breathe in and out. And shake it out. Brilliant.
Thanks, Jill.
So much for joining me today, team.
See you on Thursday.
Jill,